New tonight, a barber from Brownsville is on the road to recovery after getting seriously injured last December. Local 23's Adam Cardona spoke with him about his journey and his plans to get back to work soon.
Truck runs over me, lifts up my neck, goes straight to my knees. As soon as I tried getting up, I just fell back. Instantly I was paralyzed, waist down.
That's ROEL Benavides, a husband, father of four, and well-known barber in the community, describing the moment his life changed forever. He was under his truck working, and all of a sudden, it moved.
My wife, first thing I remember, she came, her nurse came in, she just grabbed my feet, tapped them together, and she said, "Do you feel that?" And I said, "No."
Benavides says his wife was 7 months pregnant at the time, and her reaction after checking him was one he can't forget.
Her face went blank, and I was just, for her to be worried, I knew it was bad.
Benavides was rushed to the hospital, then transferred to San Antonio for surgery. He suffered a complete spinal cord injury and was told he would never walk again.
I couldn't do a lot of things. How serious it was. It was just more than just walking. It was more than just standing up. The sad part is not the walking. There's a lot more to it.
Benavides is now in therapy in Fort Worth. He's working on standing up, but he needs a medical device to help.
I'm trying to get back, to cutting hair and with standing frames. The one I use at therapy itself is five grand.
The standing frame can help him stand, stabilize, and do what he does best.
The first time I used that, I literally told my therapist, I'm like, "Hey, I can cut hair in this." So it literally happened where I started cutting the patient's hair in therapy.
With therapy, relocation, and equipment costs, he says financial support from friends, family, and the community has been extremely helpful.
It's been overwhelming, very overwhelming. All of a sudden, it's happened several times where I talked to a friend of mine or anybody, and I just received, my wife would just tell me, like, "Hey, babe, someone sent me money."
He says the support has even come from people he doesn't know.
I feel like I owe him a lot. I wish I could just, one day, God willing, I'll be able to get back. They did it for me. I won't forget about it.
Putting local first in Brownsville, I'm Adam Cardona.
SpaceX is now valued at $100 billion. What does that mean for the city of Brownsville and Papi Musk? Many third-generation Hispanics don't speak the language. Spanish, is that something we should be worried about? The Court of Appeals denies Cameron County's writ against Sheriff Eric Garza. And our feature story, coming together for ROEL Benavides. It is Wednesday, October the 20th, 7:05 a.m. My name is Frankie Olivo, and this is Good Morning Brownsville. You're late. Yes, I was a minute late. I do apologize. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Make sure you like and share the page. I appreciate it. Nice to see you on YouTube, my man. Are you back? I think you're back. Good morning, Joe. How's it going? Thank you so much for your presence. Hope you have a good hump day. No sound. Yeah, I do apologize. The feed was a little off. I do apologize to my community. I was having some tech issues. I hope y'all heard the message and heard ROEL's story. We're going to be talking a little bit more about him and his family and how we as a community together could help this family get through a little speed bump in their lives. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Don't say that. You and David Castro. Good morning. Good morning, Frank. Say hello to Constable Esquivel and all the men and women in uniform for Precinct 1. Let me know about the rap contest for the kids. That sounded like a pretty cool thing. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a good Wednesday. Hello, my friend. Good morning, Ruli. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Ready for the party and the food? I don't know, man. Can I zoom in? Can you send me a link so I can zoom in and virtually appear at your party? No, man. I will be there at your party. It's the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Luckily, I live close, so if anything, I'll just crawl home. Good morning, Peppermint Patty. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for being here. Love it that you're on YouTube. Make sure you like, and share the page. Share the YouTube page. I appreciate you. Good morning, Frankie. Have a great day. Virginia, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a better day than myself. Thank you so much. Morning, is it Friday? Ya mero, Raymond. Falta, yesterday I spoke with my grandma. I was like, Grandma, what day is it today? She's like, Mijo, apenas es martes. I was like, damn, got a long way to go. Yeah, on Friday, I'm gonna be pretty busy. So it should be fun. Friday should be fun. But no, Raymond, ya mero, ya mero. Ready for the food? Don't scare me. Saludos, Frankie. Dios te bendiga. Te manda saludos, Rosa. Gracias, Rosa. Un saludo a Rosa. Y al igual, amigo, primo, bendiciones. Que tengan un lindo día el día de hoy. Muchas gracias por su tiempo, por su atención. Esperamos que todo esté bien con la familia. Saludos. Saludos, my man. Once again, we always like to start off with the weather. And again, is it just me? I've been waiting for this change of weather. Last week it was projected to be cold. I think it got to the 60s and 70s throughout the day. But hey, man, Brownsville, it's either scorching hot or it's flooding. That seems to be the case for whatever reason. Today, it's going to be a warm day. The city of Brownsville is looking at a cool 90 degrees. The Cabrera boys, Captain Guac and Jason on the island are looking at a breezy 84 degrees. Again, it is going to be a warm week, unfortunately. We are expected to get some showers on Friday, a 20-30% chance. Again, it's going to be in the low to mid 90s, unfortunately. So no San Marcos this week. I was looking forward to the cold weather, but hey, we gotta do with what we got, right? Sports. Starting off with sports. Yesterday, Pace and Porter, they met yesterday at Porter High School. Pace ended up defeating the Porter Cowgirls in 4 sets. The player of the game was Andy Lomeli. Once again, congratulations to both Porter and Pace volleyball teams. Coach, special shout out goes to Coach Venegas, another district win under her belt. Also, another special shout out goes to the ROTC team at Pace. And look at their faces, guys. They mean business. They competed. This past week, and they brought the hardware, as we can see. They had different competitions. They had drill team. I think they had an actual like a little marathon that they had to run. But overall, it was a great event for our Pace Vikings. And one thing I do want to stress is ROTC doesn't get the love that football, that volleyball, that basketball gets. So it's always nice to see our youth involved in ROTC, whether that leads them into a career in the military. It's always good to see them succeed. Again, the unarmed drill team, they got first in inspection, second in exhibition, third in color guard. The armed team, they got second place, second in inspection, first in exhibition, and second in color guard. And once again, the top drill team commander was Jonathan Lerma, and the physical fitness team got third place. So again, special shouts out goes to the ROTC team at Pace High School. Once again, these individuals do not get the recognition, and they could possibly one day be those men and women on the front line serving our country. So special shouts out goes to the ROTC team at Pace High School. Congratulations, well deserved. Keep on bringing the hardware home. Also, I asked my community to vote. Go on my page. I will share it this morning again. Azteca Valle 5.2 is having a contest where whoever gets the most likes or the most shares would win a contest. And one of our very own from Lopez High School, Jacob Cortinas, the quarterback, he was nominated. And again, we need to go and like and share the page as much as possible for him to win. And it's, a great accomplishment for this young man, a good, a stud quarterback. Unfortunately, the record is not what we'd want it to be. But again, football is a lesson of life. So don't get discouraged, my Lopez Lobos. You have a great leader in Jacob Cortinas. You have much to be proud of. But again, I ask my community to go and like and share this picture of Jacob Cortinas, so he could win the competition that he is in. Now, haven't you ever heard of our youth today? Whenever you ask them something in Spanish, like, "Mijo, ¿qué hora es?" What? What did you say? I don't understand. Are we getting in a point in our lives where we our children are going away from the Spanish language? Is that something that is slowly eradicating? Before, when I grew up, I grew up going to church and reading the Bible in Spanish. So to me, I was fortunate enough to have that constant dialogue in Spanish. My Spanish may not be the best, but it's pretty good. I feel as if our youth today lack that, whether they are embarrassed or whether that's not the hip cool thing to do. But we see this, a study that was done that shows that many third generation Hispanics don't speak Spanish. And why is that? What is going on? And again, it is taboo, like Spanish. Oh my God. I don't like to speak that. Like, it's, to me, my grandpa always told me it's very disrespectful whenever somebody asks you a question in Spanish and you respond in English. He's like, cuando una persona te habla en español, vale más que le respondas en español. Nunca seas avergonzoso de, um, de ser un hispano. And I feel that is something that our youth are dealing with today. They don't like Spanish. And one thing I do want to stress, whenever we look at European countries, Europe, guys, is like, think of the United States, being different countries, and each country has its own language. So you have to learn, you have to know English, you have to know Spanish, you have to know Portuguese, you have to know French, you have to know, what's another, Mandarin. You have to know so many languages. Why? Because if not, you will not be able to succeed, whether financially because of your business, or you won't be able to communicate, whether the common things in life. Hey, I want that. How much is that worth, or how much are you selling that for? You know what I mean? So in Europe, over there, the youth, they grow up knowing 5, 6, 7 languages, and to them, that's the norm. I have always told, unfortunately, my brothers, they do speak Spanish, not as much as I would like, but I always tell my brothers, hey, man, you have to be as versatile as possible. You have to diversify yourself. Don't just, if you are a bilingual employee, make sure, hey, that opens up many opportunities for you. Me personally, I'm a licensed health agent. I'm selling health insurance. And me, the benefit that I have is that I'm primarily bilingual, and the company that I'm working for, they needed a bilingual staff, and that kind of put my application, higher up. Why? Because I'm more versatile. I'm able to speak with English and Spanish, and that's what I want our youth to understand: the importance of being versatile, of being bilingual. Whether it's in business, hey, if you're having business meetings from individuals from Matamoros, from other countries, you need to learn the respective language. Why? So you can make that connection. If you don't, you might not get that contract. You might not get that gig, unfortunately. But this is something that our youth are dealing with today. Me no speaky, no Spanish. Yo no hablo español. Unfortunately, there are many factors. I hope as parents that we instill in them the importance of the Spanish language. Why? Because more than anything, it could help them in their careers to progress. And it could open many doors. So it's unfortunate to see a study that shows that many third generation Hispanics do not speak the language, which is very unfortunate. Full moon tonight, is that right? I need to check it out so I could go howl. Ow! Good morning. Good morning. Stop. Good morning, David. How's it going? I hope you have a great Wednesday. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Good morning, Nelda. How's it going? I love that you and David are on on YouTube. Thank you so much. If you could do me a favor, please and share my page as much as possible. I am trying to grow it little by little, and I need your help. Thank you so much. I need a shave. It's bothering me. Good morning here from Wisconsin. How's it going, my man? How is the weather over there? ¿Está caliente, está ardiendo acá como Brownsville? Or is it a nice, cool, breezy, actually winter weather? Let me know, man. Be safe. God bless. Good morning, Miss. Good morning, Miss Jessica Valle. How's it going? Thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a good Wednesday. I haven't seen you on here in a while. Not sure if you made it for Monday's show, but again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for your time. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Gabriel. How's it going? Good morning, homie. Hope you have a good Wednesday. Starting in when's the date? You're gonna have a free class to teach us how to draw. Let me know, that way we can start promoting it and get the I need a shave. I'm like all itchy. Let me know so we can promote and let the community know. That way we can go and support. And hey, man, I need to learn how to draw or paint. Not sure what the event's going to entail. Good morning. Thank you for your presence. Interesting topic about the language. I was raised to speak English because my parents were disciplined for speaking English in school during the 60s. I raised my kids with what I know. Yes, and it's unfortunate that many gringos have taken it upon themselves to either punish us or call us, wetbags, or calling us, making us feel inferior because of us speaking a different language. I hate when people say, we're in America, speak English. Shut the hell up, man. This is the land of opportunity. If you go to New York, they'll slap the living crap out of you. Why? Because New York, man, you have people from all over the world. And that's the beauty of it. We should let our youth know that, hey, be proud of your language, be proud of your heritage. There's nothing to be ashamed about. And again, this could open many opportunities. But I do agree with you, Nelda. There has been in the early 60s and 70s, that was kind of like a taboo. Like, oh my God, you speak Spanish? Oh, go over there. This is America. You speak English here. That pisses me off. Yeah, I don't want to go there, but that really bothers me, because it's a beauty whenever we're I was gonna say multi-dialect, no, but we speak multiple language. I think there's a beauty in that, and that could open so many doors, so many opportunities for employment, for love, for many things. But again, it is something that we deal with. Buenos días, Arturo, ¿cómo está? Feliz miércoles. Gracias por su presencia. Buenos días, señor Olivo. Muchas gracias por su presencia. Teresa, se le agradece mucho. Espero que tenga un lindo miércoles. Muchas gracias. November the 13th at Puente Gallery. Thank you. Yes. Okay. November the 13th, Puente Gallery. We will be there. Is that a Saturday? Let me check my. Let me see. The 13th, yes, Saturday. Awesome. The closer it gets, remind me, post it on your page, and I'll be sure to share it so the community could be informed. Thank you so much. 46 degrees, man. How you dressed? Just a little sports coat or a little jacket? Man, that's beautiful weather. That's baby making weather. That's awesome, man. Enjoy it, brother. Porque acá está caliente. I'm sweating over here. I'm sweating, bro. Though being multi-language is a great thing, those who are not shouldn't be bullied because their surname is in Spanish. No, and the youth today, whether they're called Juan or whether they prefer to be called John. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. However you want to be called is fine. I just think that there's beauty behind being bilingual, of learning multiple languages. There's a beauty behind that, and we should stress that to our youth, that hey, it's okay. Like, you should be proud of learning multiple languages. Again, the more languages we know, the more opportunities we can create for ourselves in the future. That's something that I learned very, very quickly growing up. So I take great pride in speaking Spanish and knowing the Spanish language. Whether I talk it pocho or not, that's a different story. But I do agree. There's nothing wrong with individuals who are bullied because of their Spanish name. Not at all. art, language, culture, interconnected and can be today, gone tomorrow. That is true. Whether that's language in art, language in dialect, it is here today, gone tomorrow. Unfortunately, I suffered severe discrimination for not knowing Spanish, and that happens. And at the same time, I'm not saying that because you don't speak Spanish, you're a horrible person. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I encourage families to stress that hey, mijo, learn Spanish, speak Spanish, and if not, hey, that's up to you. I'm just saying that it could open doors. There's a possibility for that. And no, I'm not saying that people that don't speak Spanish, that they're horrible or that they're no, but we do see the trends of third generation Hispanics of veering away from speaking the language. And I want to remind my community and let our youth know that hey, there is a benefit, a great benefit for being bilingual, for knowing to speak different languages. In my opinion, I think about something as simple as tortilla making an art disappearing, and that's your focus. The tortilla maker, and we're going away from that as well. My grandpa would always tell me, vale más que te cases con alguien que pueda cocinar, porque si no, no vas a ser exitoso en tu matrimonio, en tu relación. And it's so true. And, nothing against, women. Now we are starting to see women who are in the workforce. They are business owners. They're leaders within our community. And many times, they don't have time to cook. They don't have time to make tortillas. But yeah, I do understand, we are getting away from those times. The mothers back in the day, they predominantly were at home, stay-at-home moms, and now we see them, making more bread than us, which is a good thing. But yeah, we are starting to see a little bit of that fading away little by little. SpaceX news again. We always try to keep up to date with what is going on, especially since Papi Musk and SpaceX are in our backyard, literally 10-15 minutes away from me. Papi Musk just keeps on banking. SpaceX recently was valued at $100 billion with a B. We have seen how SpaceX has morphed into this attractive, lucrative company. And we have seen how technology and the quest to go to space has been a topic that has interested many people. Well, SpaceX, they recently, because of their technological development, they have the potential to transform the expectations for the space industry. And we have seen how he started off. Elon Musk at the very beginning in 2002, the company was valued at $27 million. And people would tell him, you're crazy. You're not going to do anything with this. This is a waste of your money. This was after he sold PayPal. He got $180 million from PayPal. He put a big chunk of it in Tesla, a big chunk of it in SpaceX and Solar City, one of his companies. And people said, hey man, you are crazy. But we have seen how in 20 years he has made a very, very good profit from his $27 million investment in his company. And that shows you a lot. Hey, this is somebody that believed in himself, and sure enough, he made it big. And just look at his companies, ladies and gentlemen. The Boring Company, they're the ones with infrastructure. The Starlink, they're the ones that are going to provide internet, fast, high-speed internet from a satellite. Tesla, Solar City, and all his investments. Elon Musk, they say that he's going to be a trillionaire, which is something unheard of. So that's crazy, right? That we have somebody who is the world's richest man, who has several companies, and one of his companies is, I think, the second biggest behind Apple, if I'm not mistaken, which Apple, as we know, it's a worldwide phenomenon. So Papi Musk, SpaceX, is worth $100 billion with a B. And we have seen how, money is good for SpaceX. Does that mean that more people here in Cameron County, our politicos, will be getting more money? I don't know. But again, right now, SpaceX, Papi Musk is rolling in the dough. They are worth $100 billion. In local news, let me see. Good morning, Frankie. Buenos dias, Enrique. Good morning, my man. Thank you for your presence. Hope you have a good Wednesday. Nice to see you on here. God bless. Are people speaking, reading, and writing a true Spanish, or has the language been anglicized? Yeah, and here living in the border, living in la frontera, we always try to break up the Spanish, and everywhere you go, whether you go to Spain, Madrid, Barcelona, they have one form of Spanish. If you go to Portugal, they have a different form of they speak Portuguese, but they also have a different form of Spanish. Every region you go has its own form of Spanish. Here, down here in La Frontera, we have a pocho way of saying things. We mix the English and Spanish to a point to where it kind of, makes sense. But everywhere you go, every region you go, different parts of the world, there is a certain form of Spanish in their own way, whether that's their native tongue. It's just different. Even in Puerto Rico, the Spanish is different. Everywhere is different. Embracing the beauty of being dual language speakers is a good thing, especially when we start at a young age. It multiplies possibilities for progress in many ways in life. I'm grateful to my parents, and that's one thing that I do want to convey. The importance of us having the ability to communicate in multiple languages. It opens doors. It has for me before, and I hope it will do the same for our youth. They encourage that if it has they encourage that, and it has played a positive role in my life. Likewise, Teresa. Again, the importance of knowing multiple languages can open up many doors, and it could benefit us in the long run. I agree. In local news, we got word from our sheriff that the 13th Court of Appeals denied the writ of mandamus regarding Cameron County's appeal that the chief legal counsel should not be disqualified. And as we remember, this has been an up and hill battle between Sheriff Eric Garza, and our Cameron County Commissioner's Court. The issue at hand is that Eric Garza, our sheriff, wanted to take control of security at the courthouse based on the Texas Constitution, which gave the sheriff of Texas that ability. He wanted to take back right now, currently, because of this lawsuit and because of being in limbo. Constable for Precinct 2, Abel Gomez, is currently in control and provides security for our employees, for our judges at the Cameron County Courthouse. So right now, it's kind of like a stalemate. Who blinks first? We have seen how a judge previously disqualified Juan Gonzalez, the lead attorney for Cameron County, because he was giving advice to Eric Garza before this lawsuit was filed, and he was giving advice to the Cameron County Commissioner's Court. And again, you can't have it both times at once. You can't be giving someone information, you can't be giving the other one information. There's a conflict of interest. So the Court of Appeals did rule in Eric Garza's favor. Now, how does this benefit him moving forward? We don't know. We have seen how the Commissioner's Court have been reluctant to give Eric Garza this what he is entitled to. But again, it is all a flexing thing. Who's more stronger, who's more bigger, who's more badder. The Commissioner's Court said, hey, we would have appreciated if you would have come to us and have said, hey, this is what I want to do. Let's make this process work, because of the budget, because of there's 15 employees and things like that, some things did need to be reviewed, I guess, or be addressed before that transition took place. But nonetheless, this seems to be a victory for Sheriff Garza, and he has, openly stated that, hey, we have been very vocal. We feel that this attorney had a conflict of interest, and he shouldn't be in the case. And the Court of Appeals did rule in his favor. So we'll see how this goes. And once again, all this is because of the security, and it's political, ladies and gentlemen. It's all political. Commissioner's Court fear Eric Garza because he dethroned a political machine, which was Omar Lucio. They thought, this guy has no chance, and now they've been busting his chops ever since. Eddie Trevino, and the whole Commissioner's Court, they've been busting his chops. So we'll see where this leads. But one thing that I can state is that our sheriff ain't backing down, and he's been very vocal about this. And he says, hey, the state constitution says that this is my duty. That's what I'm going to do. I was elected by the citizens of Cameron County, and this is the role that I'm assigned to, and this is what I'm going to do. So we'll see moving forward how how this how this plays out. It's going to be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Again, never a dull day in Cameron County politics. And now for our featured story. Us as a community have a responsibility to help one another. It is said that individuals who are suffering, are having some minor setbacks in life, need assistance from us. It is no different today. I feel that myself, I should use my platform to bring awareness to my community of things that are going on within the city of Brownsville. Um, this past December, we had a very important member within our community have a little setback. Roel Benavides is a barber, and let me tell you, this guy has something about him that gravitates you to him. Whether it's his large group of friends, every Tuesday, I think, or every Thursday, they would hang out at his house, and it was a big crowd. And something about Roel is that something like brings you to him. It's his personality. It's he's got his heart in his sleeve, and he's just a genuinely good guy. And many people like that about him, and many people go to him. And this guy was busy day in and day out cutting hair, and he means a lot to the community. We have seen his beautiful family and how they have supported him throughout his career and throughout his life. And one person that is very supportive and has been very vocal and motivating has been his wife. And they always say, behind any strong man is an even stronger woman, and that is Lonnie Benavides, somebody who has been motivating, encouraging, and supportive of her husband. Unfortunately, this past December, Roel Benavides had a little accident, which caused him to lose the use of his legs. He was paralyzed from the waist down. Currently, right now, Roel is back and forth in Fort Worth, receiving therapy. We have seen how throughout his time he has been very motivating. His post, if you see, it's one of that we're going to get through this. This is just a small bump in the road. And again, one thing that kind of touched my heart was his wife. His wife is actively posting and saying, what, life is hard, but it's not impossible. And it's something that, what, that's the attitude that we should all have, looking at the obstacles in life. And one thing that I have seen in Royal is that he hasn't given up. He still has that charismatic personality. He still jokes around. He still talks. He's still involved. And the interesting thing is that he's not asking for any handouts, ladies and gentlemen. All he's asking is for an opportunity to work. What we need to do is help somebody, because today it is Roel Benavides and his family. Tomorrow it could be us. I encourage my friends and family, out of the kindness of your heart, if you can, to please support this young man and his family. Again, he is not asking for handouts. If you saw the video at the very beginning, he says that people have reached out to him, and special shouts out goes to Big E's Barbecue. One of his friends held a Zumba marathon. Ashley Ingram and family donated a PlayStation 5 for a raffle. There have been friends who have donated Cowboys club seats in a raffle, so the proceeds could go to Roel Benavides. And again, one thing that we have seen from the video at the very beginning was that, hey, all I'm asking for is help so I can buy this machine, so I can work. And this machine is worth $5,000. And as travel, therapy, back and forth, having to raise a family is very, very difficult. It's very, very expensive. And all we're asking is for help. There's also going to be another raffle. The family is going to be raffling club seats for the Dallas Cowboys and Denver Broncos game that's going to be coming up in November. So if anybody is interested, I think it's $40 to $45 for the club seats for the raffle. And is again, it is going to a great cause. So I invite my community this Sunday from 11 to 3 to go and show support. And again, many people might say, you know what, I don't feel comfortable. I don't know where the money's going to go. You know, if I give it to Frankie or if I give it to one of his friends that are organizing this, maybe they might keep it. If that's how you feel, it's understandable. What I encourage you to do is to reach out to his wife. She has posted her Cash App, her Venmo, her Zelle for anybody, and the community has been very receptive to the Benavides family, and many have contributed uh, to this to this cause. But we still need more. Uh, as I have previously stated, you know, it is difficult rehabbing and raising a family and traveling back and forth to Fort Worth. So this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, I kindly ask my community. I don't ask much. You know, I've never been a person. You know, people have offered me. You know, when I didn't have a mic, individuals were saying, "Hey, you know, let me send you money. What do you need? You know, let me help you with money for your podcast, for your studio." And I've always been very thankful. And I said no. You know, why? Because I want to do this out of my heart. I want this que me cueste. You know what I mean? That's what I want for my community. I want to do it, and I've never asked my community for anything. Well, I'm asking for something, and I'm asking for help for my friend. Um, for $20. If you could please, out of the kindness of your heart, donate $20. And you might say, hey, $20 is not enough. But if the 100 people that are here send $20, that is a lot. Think about it as, the Pink Floyd, the brick in the wall. One of us, one alone, we can't do it. But together, la unión hace la fuerza. And that is what I'm asking for my community. If you can, out of the kindness of your heart, a $10 donation, a $5 donation, whatever it takes. Again, my friend is not asking for a handout. My friend is just asking for an opportunity to get back to doing what he loves, and that is cutting hair, providing the community with a fresh look. And again, this young man has a lot of support. He's got a great support system that love him, that support him, that have been actively involved in his life, and it's good to see. It's good to see a you know a good individual have that support system. But again, we need to do more. It is important for us as a community to realize that today it could be Roel Benavides, and tomorrow it could be us. So once again, this Sunday, from 11 to 3, they will be having a chicken plate sale in Cameron Park at Mr. Roel Benavides' home. Just to confirm, the address is 2209 Dennis Avenue in Cameron Park. Papuchin's Barbecue Chicken Fundraiser. Again, if you could, out of the kindness of your heart, if you could do me this one favor. Once again, I don't ask my community for much. I've never been one to be like this. And once again, we're not asking for a handout. All we're asking for is a little advance, because my friend even said, hey, I remember these people who reached out to me. I remember these, people that he doesn't even know that have contributed to the cause. And he says, you know what? I hope to one day pay them back. And that's the attitude that Mr. Roel Benavides has. He's passionate about what he does, and all he's asking for is an opportunity to get back to doing what he loves. And I strongly encourage my family, my friends, to stop by. If you do not have time, send the money straight to his wife on Zelle, on Cash App. I'm going to be posting this flyer, this announcement for Sunday. So again, from the Benavides family, they want to thank the community for everything that they've done. It's been a difficult road, but it's beautiful to see how a community can come together. And even though this is something that we don't wish upon everybody, we can let the community know that, hey, we're in this together. Again, Roel Benavides has an amazing personality. He is somebody that you just gravitate to. You want to talk to him. He's a jokester, and it's nice to see that his friends have have been with him and have stuck by him. And this is no different. So again, I strongly encourage my friends and family to stop by, to make sure that we let him know that we care about him, and that we love him. It's important for us as a community to rally around one of our community members during this time of need. It is very, very important for us. Again, today it is the Roel family. Tomorrow it could be us, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the rest of the story. Good morning, Brownsville. Hey, good morning, Cindy. Once again, thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a great day. Say hello to the beautiful citizens of Harlingen, Texas. Thank you so much. Saludos. Hey, Gilbert, how's it going, my man? Happy Wednesday. Glad to see you on here. Hope you have a good Wednesday. Say hello to the family for me. It's been a while since we've seen each other. God bless. Guys, thank you so much for your time and attention. It is 7:43 a.m. Once again, SpaceX is valued at $100 billion. Papi Musk, what does that mean for us moving forward for Cameron County? Does this mean that the politicos are going to get more feria? The downtown Bronx is going to get more money? It's only time will tell. Also, many third-generation Hispanics are not speaking the language. Is this something that we should worry about? Should we encourage our youth to embrace the Spanish language as much as possible? The Court of Appeals appeals Cameron County's writ against the Sheriff Garza. So what does that mean moving forward? Who has the advantage moving forward? Only time will tell. And also, coming together for ROEL Benavides. I strongly encourage my friends and family, out of the kindness of your heart, if you can, donate $20. I will be sharing the flyer on my page this morning. So again, I ask you and beg to contribute. If it's not $5, if it's not 20, if it's not 10, at least $5. Again, this is somebody that is not asking for handouts. All he's asking for is an opportunity to provide for his family and get back to what he loves. This is something that we can contribute to motivate him, so he can take his mind off of this and hit the therapy hard. That's all we're asking for. We're asking for a little bit of help. And you heard it from him. Hey, man, once I'm straight, once I'm back up and running, I'll pay back my community and some. Of course, we don't expect that from him, but that's the mentality that he has, and that's the heart that he brings to the table. Guys, thank you so much for your time and attention. It's always my pleasure to be here in front of you. I take great pride in waking up. I don't sleep the night before, so I can be prepared for my community. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much for your time. I hope to see you all here on Friday. God bless.